What's good, y'all? It's your girl Galaxy Queen Star. My bad for taking so long, but you know, I'm a working woman, life happens, but I'm back. I know what's going on in battle rap. I know about the Danny Myers and Michael Myron, I believe his name is. I know about that battle. I know about No 9 coming up. I will be doing my prediction vlogs, alright? So let's get right into it. Cassidy, this is round 2. Listen, man. If we battled before, I'm sure you lost convincingly. You envy me. I've been that dude in all of your interviews. You mentioned me. I snap before I rap in the industry. Industries independently battle rapping the battle rappers that sent for me. Eventually you gonna want sympathy. This not gonna go well. We play with mohawks. You could die here. Odell. So I'm going to say it again. Listen, man, if we battled before, I'm sure you lost convincingly. You envy me. I've been that dude in all your interviews. You mentioned me. I snap before I rap in the industry. Industries independently battle rapping the battle rappers that sent for me. Eventually, you going to want sympathy. This not going to go well. We play with mohawks. You could die here. Odell. Now, I know Odell is a football wide receiver. He recently dyed his hair blonde. Okay, so when he said at the end, we play with mohawks. I know a mohawk can be a hairstyle, but of course he meant the Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks. They also battling in Atlanta. He said you could dye here. Now, you know when you die, rest in peace, that's D-I-E, or when you dye your hair, that's D-Y-E. And I know that that Odell just recently dyed his hair blonde. Next bar. If you go to jail and get no bail, you'll go tell. You so frail. I'm hard to my scar, to my toenails. I ball, no scale, and never took no L's. You tried your hardest to be an artist, but got no sales. So it was okay, bar. I mean, he did say, I ball, no scale. And I know you could either ball or you have a ball of coke, which is drugs, because he said no scale. You put that ball on the scale. Okay, now at the end when he said you tried your hardest to be an artist but got no sales, of course he was referring to GOODZ not being able to be in the industry and have, you know, records to sell and all that stuff. Now that's a good angle. You know, he used it as a regular bar, but he should have dived in and like really went like how other battle rappers do. They have angles, they really go in on the angles, they explore it and make the opponent feel like this, and he didn't do that. He just set the bar and that was it. Next bar. And oh well, even though Kel's on hotel, we met like twice over 15 years ago. I barely know Kel's. But no Kel's dealing with some issues psychologically. It bothers me to hear the things Robert be doing in privacy. Do you be viewing child pornography? You seen the sex tape? Well, you probably about to see your daughter on his next tape. That's exactly how he said it at the end. On his next tape. And the crowd was like, ooh, ooh, like that. Alright, so we all know about Robert Kelly, short for R. Kelly. Okay, we know about his infamous sex tape from back in the day. Okay, we know that he had a docu-series called Surviving R. Kelly. So they also investigated him again. Okay, and we know he like underage girls. Next bar. GOODZ. If your neck break, where would they put the neck brace? I'm a vet, been doing this since VHS and cassette tapes. Let's bet cake if you made racks. You think it's sweet? You could die from the rip, bitch. Kool-Aid pack. Just kind of weak to me. I'm just going to be honest. This is a weak bar. And the crowd did start booing after he said this bar. And when they started booing, he was like, let me get my water, man. Let me get my water. Okay, so I'll explain it anyway. In the beginning when he said, if your neck break, where would they put the neck brace? Like, okay. He said he's a vet, meaning he's been doing this for a long time. Vets are at least 12 years in the game. He said, I've been doing this since VHS and cassette tapes, meaning basically he's been doing this since way back, because VSH and cassette tapes was way back when, like in the 80s and the 90s. Okay, so he said, let's bet cake if you made raps. Let's bake money and cake is sweet. You think it's sweet and cake is sweet. You could die from the rip bitch Kool-Aid pack. And we know Kool-Aid to be sweet. But again, it was just a weak, basic, elementary bar. I'm going to be real. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything because what did Cassidy say? He said he had God-tier bars. So I want y'all to see, by me reciting his bars, tell me, are they God-tier bars like he said he was going to have? Next bar. My crew spray gas and they'll use the gas they get the chance to grip them. And they bullets got ball heads, clips full of cancer victims. Your boy go dumb, but I'm a man of wisdom. If this retard try to think of bars this hard, it'll cause an aneurysm. So I know when they say the bullets got ball heads, I know a company that's called Ball Heads, and they sell the lead round nose, which are bullets. That's where they get that from. We also know that cancer victims, they lose their hair and they become bald. So when he said and they bullets got bald head full of clips full of cancer victims, so that was a nice bar. Okay, so then at the end he said this retard try to think of bars this hard, it'll call an aneurysm. And we know aneurysm is a condition that some people have which affects the brain and it causes them to die. So he's basically saying if GOODZ think of my kind of bars because they so hard, he'll get an aneurysm. But in my opinion, his bars are not that hard. Next bar. Grams of lisms get rolled in the bats, pussy. Listen, every damn religion more fiction than fact, pussy. GOODZ, look, I read the good book when them cats booked me. Since we all sin, I'm going all in if you cats push me. This arson, I'm lit like the flick of a match, pussy. I'm fire. This league needed a match, so smack booked me. Crowd starts booing. Okay, now if y'all could tell, how many times did I say the P word? 1, 2, 3 times in this bar. How many times did I say the word cat? 1, 2 times in this bar. In the next bar, he's going to say the P word again and the C word, the cat again. Okay, so it is getting a little redundant. Most battle rappers don't do that. Keep saying that one word over and over and over and over again. But I'll explain the bar anyway. Grams of lisms get rolled in the backs. We know that people smoke weed. Grams of lisms is weed rolled in backs, like backwoods, people smoking in Dutches and etc. Then he say pussy, the P word. Every damn religion get more fiction than fact. Some religion, he's saying is either fiction or fact, either fake or real. Pussy. Good look. I read the good book. The good book is the Bible. When them cats book me, since we all sin, and sin has to do with religion in the good book, I'm going in if you cats push me. This arson. Arson is fire. I'm lit like the flick of a match. And we know when you match, okay, that causes fire. Then he goes, I'm fire. This needle a match, so smack, book me. And we know match, book. And then, you know, when you hook up two opponents together, that's a match. Okay, and smack is the guy who's in charge of URL, but smack could also be a drug. Okay, but the crowd still booed him. Next bar. But look, hold up. Did you ever hold up a gat, pussy? Real G's know how to AR feel. This cat, pussy. G-A-R feel, Garfield. You don't spark still, that's cat, pussy. And you still eating females that battle rap, pussy. The crowd starts booing again. Remember, how many more times? He said the P word 1, 2, 3, 4 times in this bar. And he said cat twice in this bar. Okay? But I'll explain the bar anyway. When he said, you ever hold up a gat, real G's know how the AR feel. Now, how to feel, F-E-E-L or field. That's a play on words for F-I-E-L-D. So it's to feel something and then a field. Okay, because the AR field, and I know how to field strip and clean an AR. Okay, is the gun. The AR is a big machine gun. Okay, and then he spelled out Garfield, G-A-R-Field, Garfield, and he kept saying cat, and I know Garfield is a cartoonish cat. Okay, so it's just, you know, it's regular, it's elementary. I'm just keeping it real. This is not God tier. This is not God tier bars. Next bar. Let's travel back, pussy. I mean, go back far. I was futuristic with throwback bars. Facts, dog. I got a large house, a dog house in my backyard. And even my dog house got a backyard. But dog house, small as my dog house without a backyard. I'd rather stay out in my dog house than have it hard. So I noticed that when he kept saying backyard, people in the crowd knew that the slogan, not really the slogan, but knew that line when he kept saying a dog house in my backyard, and even my dog house got a backyard. That's what the crowd was saying. So I'm assuming that maybe he had that same line in one of his songs or something. How did the crowd know that he was going to keep saying got a backyard? Then he continues it and say, they going dog homie for rapping whack bars, cause DOG is in the house. Even white cats know I black, dog. And when he said that, people in the crowd started booing, y'all. Now you know how you be like, yo, I blacked on that nigga. I blacked on him. So I know that's how he meant when he said that. And then he called people cats. Yeah, them cats push me. Them cats this, them cats that. So he says, they gon' dog homie for rapping whack bars, cause DOG is in the house. Even white cats know I black, dog. Meaning either white people know that I could black, dog. Just regular basic. Keeping it real, even the crowd booed it. Next bar. This jack off having swag a huge misconception. And this profession do seem cool, but it's just perception. Remove the food from your intestines, shoot the Smith & Wesson. Then take off with this pussy cream, uterus infection. That's exactly how he was saying it, like it was mad hard. And somebody in the crowd says, garbage, garbage. And the boos even get even louder, y'all, in the crowd. Now, first of all, he did use this bar wrong. I'm going to keep it real, because a uterus is in a woman's body, and it's actually between the bladder and the rectum. So you don't use vaginal cream for uterus. Uterus is located between the bladder and the rectum, and it's in the woman's lower abdomen, which is your stomach. So how do you use vaginal cream for your uterus? He used that bar wrong. Okay, but this is God tier bars. This is God tier bars, he says. Next bar. Now, since the crowd was booing so loud, people talking, people laughing at his bars, he says, take off with this pussy cream. Yo, quiet down so I could rap, nigga. So I could do this nigga GOODZ worse than Chef Trez just did that fat nigga. So before this battle, it was Chef Trez and Sugar. They were the first to start. Okay, but he's basically referring, when he say fat nigga, he's referring to Shotgun Suge. Okay, but so he tried to rebuttal the crowd, you know, being loud and booing him, but it didn't work because that rebuttal did not hit, and the crowd was still booing. But I give him credit for still trying to fight through it and still try to say his bars, even though the crowd wasn't feeling him. Next bar. DOG is in the house, even white cats know I black, dog. This jack off having swag a huge misconception. And this profession do seem cool, but it's just perception. Remove the food from his intestines, shoot the Smith & Wesson, then take off with this pussy cream, uterus infection. So as you can see, he said it again, the crowd boos again. Next bar. You should get protection, get shit secure. Before you buy some hen and see me waiting for you at the liquor store. It don't matter if I'm rich or poor, cause I seen paper, clean paper, in my new crib on 18 acres. Plus you lie, you don't rough ride my team major. Bitch, you 36 and been on my dick since a teenager. Crowd still booing him. Cassidy goes, yo, give me that water. Remember he said in the interview, dudes, battle rappers that get water, they losing. That means they losing, they ain't comfortable. Cassidy kept getting the water, kept getting that water. And Smack telling the crowd, yo, hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. Okay, so I'm going to explain the bar. He said he should get protection. We're talking about GOODZ. He said, before you go buy some hen and see, he broke Hennessy up. You know, Hennessy is the liquor. He said, before you go buy some hen and see, I guess hen is a chick, okay? And then he goes, he got paper, talking about what he got, because I seen paper, clean paper, my new crib on 18 acres. This is the way they used to battle back in the 90s. When you talk about all the stuff you got, the jewelry, the house, this is battle rap. When you battle rap, you trying to make your opponent feel so small. You dissing your opponent. Everything is directed to your opponent. You making him feel like shit. That's what battle rap is. You basically dissing your opponent. Okay, so he's battling the way they used to battle back in the 90s. Okay, so he goes, plus you lie, you don't rough ride my teammates. You remember Rough Riders was a label for back in the day? Bitch, you 36 and been on my dick since a teenager. Self-explanatory. Next bar. Yo, this hater older than you think, but I gave this alky his first shot before he was old enough to drink. I be rolling up the stink, big blunts. I twist skunk. I'm a steamer. Nina my girlfriend, but my bitch could get dumped. So, I'll explain the bar. When he's calling GOODZ a hater, he's older than you think. He gave GOODZ his first shot before he was old enough to drink. So, it could be his first shot. You know, like he shot him, or his first shot of drink, because then he said, I'll be rolling up the stink, which is weed, because he said big blunts, I twist the skunk, skunk is weed. I'm a steamer. A steamer could be a shooter, or a steamer could be a smoker. Then he said, Nina my girlfriend, and Nina could be a gun. A lot of people call gun Ninas, and Nina could be a female's name. But my bitch could get dumped. Okay, and you could, when you commit a crime, you know how they dump the gun, or you could dump your girlfriend. Next bar. And I like that bar, actually. That's the only bar in this whole round that I actually like. But I did hear it before, though. I ain't gonna lie. That bar I heard before. I heard about Nina and dumped. I heard that plenty of times in other battle rappers' bars. Next bar. You see the boy, them think... Okay, you see the boy, them thick-ass cheeks and big-ass teeth make you look exactly like Theodore off the Chipmunks. He was saying something fire, y'all. That was fire. Was that really fire? Was that really God tier, y'all? Crowd started booing when he said that. Okay, now we know Theodore off the Chipmunks. It was a show from back in the day. Theodore is a chipmunk. He's basically just calling GOODZ a chipmunk. You know, and it didn't hit hard. You know, the crowd was getting restless. The crowd was not feeling Cassidy after a while. I'm just being honest. I know Cassidy fans is going to be mad at me, but it is what it is. I'm being honest about the situation. Next bar. There's only two more and that's it. Boy, don't get slumped. You a fan of mine. If you trip, I grip this can of mine and fire sticks that Amazon. The hustler, a man that grind. If you Snow White, I got it in. But you got to spin or shorten your short life. Crowd boos again. Now, I'll still explain it. He said, boy, don't get slumped. You a fan of mine. Meaning, don't get shot. You a fan of mine. If you trip, I grip this can of mine. Can of mine is a gun. And fire sticks, that Amazon. We know Amazon means big, large. So that's large bullets, basically. The hustler, a man that grinds. Cassidy calls himself a hustler, and that was one of his songs. He grinds. If you Snow White, I got it in. Snow White could be the drugs, coke or crack or whatever. But you got to spend or shorten your short life. You got to spend money or I'm going to shorten your life. Meaning I'm going to kill you. But the crowd didn't like it. The crowd booed, y'all. Next bar. This is the last bar. If you bought white, you know the game. If a nigga owed the change, I was sure the corpse got left. I wasn't taught right. It's not a game. I'll shoot your building up. Fortnite. The crowd was getting so loud, y'all. They just wanted him off the stage, honestly. So Smack tries to calm the crowd down. He kept saying, let him rap, let him rap. But Cassidy quits. He was like, go ahead, Smack, go ahead. And he quits. Okay, so my notes that I wrote down was that he had too many regular, basic, outdated, and old school bars. He had the same flow for every single bar. Most battle rappers change up, do something different, be more creative in their bars. Cassidy was not creative. He didn't really have no performance. Whenever he spit his bars, he's literally talking like this, looking at GOODZ the whole time. Only once or twice he directed his attention to the crowd, but he will always go back to GOODZ and just talk to GOODZ literally just like that. okay? And these are not God tier level bars, okay? He kept saying the word cat. He kept saying the word P-U-S-S-Y. All right, so these are my notes for Cassidy. Now we're going to go to GOODZ round 2. He just said something about my daughter. And for that, I had to have a little poise. You should be worried about your wife because she looked like a 12-year-old little boy. So he basically rebutted what Cassidy said about his daughter. It was just a light bar. Next bar. You know, in battle rap, we get paid to spit rhymes. Normally, Chico and BZ call me, but this particular battle smack hit my line. Let me start all over. You know, in battle rap, we get paid to spit rhymes. Normally, Chico and BZ call me, but this particular battle smack hit my line. I told him what I want. We hung up the phone. The next day, he hit a nigga back. Now I have no moral to this story. This is just a few things I think about while you niggas rap. I don't hear you. Buy a Cassidy album in 2019, I won't dare to. Now that hit hard though when he said this is what, like when he was talking about the situation, how they call his line and then they call him back. And then he said, this is what I think about when you niggas rap. That actually hit hard. Okay, the crowd was feeling it. GOODZ is basically saying, I don't hear none of that garbage shit you talking about. Okay, all I care about is my money, my chicken, and battling you, killing you, and getting the fuck out. That's basically what he's saying. Buy a Cassidy album in 2019, I won't dare to. First of all, I don't even think he had music in this year. I know he just dropped a diss song though. Next bar. You ain't nothing but an asshole that wear bad clothes. Who been robbing the same for 10 years, can't switch up his rap flows. These industry niggas, when their career die, they be looking for a buzz to get hot. Now they coming over to battle rap. What the fuck we look like? Loving hip hop? I thought that was a nice bar because I know on Love and Hip Hop, there are a lot of has-beens, like a lot of artists that used to be hot and now they're not. For example, Young Jock, he's on Love and Hip Hop, and he had a banger, a one-hit wonder. Basically, that song is Going Down, Meet Me in the Club. I used to love that then. Going down, meet me at the club, it's going down. I used to love that hit. Next bar. My new gun is a small one, but my old gun is a big Glock. So I'll address him with the new, then war with the old shit like a thrift shop. Blah! I've been wildin' too long. Big 50 cal when it's on. Screw the muzzle and let it go. Oh, my bad. That's just what it sounds like when the silencer is on. Enough's enough. And the crowd went, wow. So you know how you saw how I hesitated and turned around and leaned over? That's how GOODZ did, you know. And when he did turn around, the crowd was starting to boo him, but then he hurried up and turned around and was like, oh, my bad, that's just what it sounds like when the silencer is on. And the crowd went crazy because remember, he was just talking about the muzzle, screw the muzzle on the gun and all that stuff, talking about his gun. Next bar. Hey, yo, URL, what the fuck is up? I let that smooth goods home tonight, so fuck a cup. Double up, cash you trash. Get in that bag, snuggle up. Or hop your ass right in that box like double dutch. This was an okay line. I know what he meant, okay, when he said, cash you trash, get in that bag, you know, a trash bag, snuggle up, or you could get in a laundry bag because he said snuggle up. Or hop your ass right in front of that box. And you know how you could play hopscotch. I did play hopscotch as a little kid. Like double dutch. Even though double dutch don't have a box, you do hop and, you know, jump when you play double dutch. So I understood the bar, even though the bar was light. Next bar. You can't fuck with us. I say us, talking everybody that's real with the shit. You came from battle rap, so where the fuck was you when we was building this shit? How you the king of it, but don't do nothing for it? So when he said that, the crowd went crazy. Like, yeah, like they was feeling good. Next bar. How we feel about his last battle, Smack? Matter of fact, we can ask Beasley. Trash. I guess because you were so good with a freeway, they kept giving you an easy pass. I thought that was fire. The crowd went wild when he said that. Now, you know, on a freeway, when you drive on a freeway, which is a highway, okay, you can have an easy pass in your car to go straight through the tolls. So I thought that was fire. The freeway is a form of, he's a former rapper, Freeway. Next bar. Yo, GOODZ, why you talking like this? I made loopholes for getting cheese, so let's talk about Swiss, ... Truthfully, when I was fucking with Swiss, I was in the streets so much I wasn't really thinking about rap. But you disloyal. You went to Carmelo after you left Swiss to get cheese. Now you and Melo got something in common. Both fell off when y'all switched teams. How ironic. So I thought that was nice. You know Swiss Beats, who's married to Alicia Keys. Okay, now another name for Swizz, he spelled his name S-W-I-Z-Z. And then we know cheese could be Swiss cheese, which is S-W-I-S-S. So I like how he said, I made loopholes for getting cheese, so let's talk about Swizz, which is Swiss Beats. Then he said that Cassie is disloyal. You went to Carmelo after you left Swiss to get cheese. You know they call cheese money. So you left this person to go to this person to get cheese, which is money. Now you and Carmelo got something in common. Okay, he said now you and Melo got something in common. Both fell off when y'all switched teams. How ironic. Now he's talking about Carmelo Anthony, which is the basketball player. Remember, he had switched teams and went to New York Knicks, and he kind of fell off. Now, I don't think he with the Knicks no more though. So he's saying how ironic. So I thought that was nice. Next bar. And I do remember when you had a large house with a dog house in your backyard. Now your house the size of a dog house in a backyard. You broke. So he basically rebutted what Cassidy said in his round. Next bar. I'm investing money, watching the stock exchange. They marvel how I still make the blocks move like Dr. Strange. I thought that was fire. Now let me say it again. I'm investing money, watching the stock exchange. They marvel how I still make the blocks move like Dr. Strange. What you got paid your last show? Nigga, that's my pocket change. So I like this bar because when he said they marvel at, you know how somebody can marvel you or admire you, that's basically what marveling you is. Okay, but he said like Doctor Strange, and we know Doctor Strange is a superhero comic figure, and we know that the Marvel's publishing, the Marvel Comics, they do the publishing of that superhero character. So I thought that was nice. All right, next bar. You so trash, the way you rap now is old, Cass. But your fan base think you the old Cass. Battle rap gym, lifting the wrong way to get your body a whole cast. You done poked up on the wrong nigga, you not even a member. Well, I might get you in, I got a gold pass. So I thought that was nice because I am a member of a gym. And I know that if you want, you know, visitors to come or whatever, you would need a gold pass to give them. Okay, but of course he didn't really meant gym. He meant G-E-M. Okay, battle rap G-E-M. Okay, which is a precious stone, a precious rock or something like that. So I guess Cassidy must call himself battle rap Jim. Okay, then he compared it to lifting the wrong way to get your body a whole cast. Okay, then he said you're not even a member. Well, I might get you in. I got a gold pass. So I thought that was pretty nice. Next bar. But this ain't working out for you. Lifting still, we gonna shoot. I'm on you. Alarm troops. Your house better be bomb-proof. Or we could put them guns down and throw them arms too. Haymakers, I'ma put everything in this punch like prom juice. So I thought that was pretty nice. Okay, he's saying lift it still, meaning lift the gun, we gonna shoot. Or we could put the guns down and throw the arms too, meaning we could throw these punches. I'ma put everything in this punch, like everything in this punch, or everything in the fruit punch, because he said like prom juice. So you know in prom juice they got the punch and people put a little bit of everything in there, a little bit of everything to get you nice. So I thought that was nice bar. Next bar. You little bum nigga, you walk around your house in an old Versace robe with one slipper. made an album called Split Personalities until I snapped them all back into one nigga. So apparently, Cassidy has an album called Split Personalities. So he's saying that he'll smack all of them back into one nigga. I thought that was funny. Next bar. Only 3 more and that's it. Wait a minute. Your biggest hit single is with R. Kelly. Well, there's some questions I got here. Like, how old was the girls he was bringing to the hotel? And where the fuck was you when they got there? Then on Vlad, you said you gave guns to R. Kelly and compared it to a cheesesteak. Why the fuck would you give a gun to R. Kelly, knowing hugging little girls was the only time he squeezed 8? Fire, y'all. Fire. That was a nice bar. Squeeze 8 meaning squeeze the gun. But of course he meant R. Kelly like little girls, so he's trying to hug and squeeze a little 8-year-old girl, basically is what he's saying. Crowd went wild. Crowd loved it. It was a fire bar. Next bar. I bet you he ain't want that 38 or that 40 cal filled with lead. R. Kelly said, nah, give me that Mac 10. Or I prefer that 9 instead. Another fire bar they went crazy for. He's comparing the guns to the old, older women or younger girls. So when he said, I bet you he ain't want that 38 or 40 cal, but meaning 38-year-old woman or a 40-year-old woman. R. Kelly said, nah, give me that Mac 10. Or I prefer that 9 instead. So I thought that was fire. Last bar. Oh, y'all don't get it? Well, this is where the fun comes. Cass is from Philly. R. Kelly is a child molester who had beef with Jay-Z. Shit, it makes sense why he wanted all those young guns. So he just mentioned all those young guns. But Young Guns was actually a hip-hop duo back in like the early 2000s, okay? They were from Philly. They were signed to Rockefeller. I remember Beanie Signal. Okay, they was a part of Beanie Signal's State Property Collective thing, and they had a hit record in 2015 called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Okay, and JC at the time was affiliated with Rockefeller. That's why he put JC name in it. Okay, so I thought this was a pretty solid round, good round, totally better than Cassidy's, definitely. He had great bars. He had a few haymaker bars, actually. Great stage presence. He knows how to control the crowd, just like when he turned around and leaned over and acted like he was doing something. He knew how to control the crowd. When he came back and set that fire bar and the crowd erupted, okay? And he was very exciting and he was just a great performer, y'all. So I definitely had to give that second round also to GOODZ, all right? So I'll be back very soon with the third round. Not going to take too long this time. All right, so y'all have a good night. And remember, there's no night without stars. Later.